this investment of ours can cause us doubt. It's faith that answers the question. I know some of you may doubt that this will ever happen, but I have faith that it will, and that's my opinion. My belief cancels any doubt. Unbelief doesn't want the answer. They're hoping the citizens will bring all that hoarded money from abroad, like in the United States and around the world, along with all the citizens who have it under their mattresses and in their garages, to bring it into the banking system so they can have a deposit, they can get what they deserve, purchasing power. Banks can use that money to facilitate the reconstruction effort. That's what a new economy will do. Iraqi opposition lobbies in America, Joe Wilson and the mega campaign as an example, urgent quote, in recent years, Iraqi lobby groups have become active in the United States. These lobbies are divided between supporters of the current Iraqi government, and opponents who seek to change the political system in Baghdad. Senator Joe Wilson stands out, who recently launched a political campaign called MEGA, targeting what he called liberating Iraq from Iran, which sparked widespread controversy in American and Iraqi circles, making Iraq a strongly present issue in American politics, despite the passage of more than 2 decades since the American invasion. It is no secret that banks worldwide are making the move to digital platforms. Iraq, too, is moving towards a digital platform for its own digital currency. These are exciting times, and indeed, as Bob Dylan said, the times they are a-changin'. Article quote, Al-Alaq noted that Iraqi banks are undergoing major transformations, adopting internationally accredited financial systems to enhance cross-currency transactions and banking operations. They are trying to get Iraq moved into the 21st century with the modern fintech options. They cannot survive being clunky and lazy and slow. They are getting a lot of help, and they are talking about it. The acceleration of the digital transformation has begun. Central bank licensing new digital banks. They're openly stating it now. They are not putting the brakes on, they're going to a new technology. All the things we've seen in the past are going to go by the wayside. It's going to be completely different. It's going to be transparent, fast, somewhat furious. Those that don't play by the rules are going to have a major problem. Iraq is going digital. Is there any problems with the cross-border training? There was a couple weeks ago. Some of the software was not very good. They bought it from a cheap source, but apparently everything's back in shape. My wealth management/redemptions contacts are working today. I hope to get an update today on what they are working on. Is it wealth management related or exchange related? Vietnam poised to become a global financial hub with new financial center proposal. Quote, Vietnam is taking a significant step towards becoming a leading global financial hub with the proposal of a new financial center. Rafidane warns against using electronic payment tools in trading, digital currencies and forex. Iraqi Foreign Ministry, Öcalan's call is an important step to achieve stability in the region. Quote, the Iraqi Ministry of Foreign Affairs welcomed, on Friday, the announcement of the leader of the Kurdistan Workers' Party, PKK, Abdullah Öcalan, and his call for the party to lay down its arms, considering this step positive and important in achieving stability in the region. The tables for the new budget are ready to be exposed because the new exchange rate in those tables is ready to be revealed. You got the CBI holding classes for their banks and employees to learn how to exchange the proper way, the proper procedure on how to do the exchanging of foreign currency in the banking structure through your banks of the CBI. This is going to be a brand new currency, a brand new rate, and all that new information has to be distributed equally and fairly so you do not have a mass confusion. That state would destroy this whole monetary reform process. Ali Al-Alaq, we are working on creating a digital currency for the central bank to gradually replace paper currency. I have to say this is a wow article because this effort may also force the recall of our dinars that we hold. In other words, we are allowed to exchange them at the RV rate once the digital currency is issued. If the CBI can pull this off, the RV might happen much, much sooner than we expect. In the coming hours, Iraq begins to resume oil exports in the Kurdistan region. The testing and checking of the pipeline went better than they expected. They are hoping to be started this weekend, starting at 185,000 barrels a day and then ramp up. This is a huge income increase for Iraq. The financial advisor to the Prime Minister, Mazar Mohammed Saleh, stated today, Saturday, that issuing a digital currency for the central bank will be an important step towards enhancing transparency and achieving a qualitative leap in the national payments system. Saleh stated, in a statement to the official agency, that the central bank plans to issue a digital currency as a gradual alternative to paper currency, noting that this step will contribute to reducing cash leakage and lowering the costs of printing paper currency, in addition to reducing the circulation of money outside the banking system. He explained that the digital currency will allow tracking financial flows, improve control over capital and foreign transfers, support efforts to combat money laundering, and contribute to enhancing financial inclusion, especially for groups less integrated into the banking system. Saleh also explained that Iraq's transition to digital currency requires a strong technical infrastructure, including advanced internet networks and advanced cybersecurity systems to protect data and transactions. Digital currencies will also support efforts to enhance economic and social integration through government use in collection and official transactions. The CEO of the National Iranian Gas Company and Iran's Deputy Oil Minister, Saeed Tovakoli, announced today, Saturday, that Iraq will obtain temporary permits to import Iranian gas. Tovakoli said in press statements that Iraq always obtains temporary permits to import Iranian gas, so that it can secure its needs for this vital material, adding, "We assumed that this situation would be repeated and that an exception would be granted to Iraq." These statements came in response to the news that was recently circulated about the decision to ban Iran's gas exports to Iraq on March 8. Tovakoli also stressed that the situation will be exceptional within the framework of the ongoing cooperation between the two countries. These statements coincided with an announcement by the Iraqi Undersecretary of Oil for Gas Affairs, Izzat Saber, last Friday, that the Iraqi government is studying the possibility of importing gas from Qatar and Algeria after US President Donald Trump's decision to cancel the exemptions that allowed Iraq to import gas and electricity from Iran, noting that this step comes within the package of new sanctions imposed on Iran. For years, Iraq has relied heavily on imports of gas and electricity from Iran, especially during the summer, and has benefited from ongoing US waivers that have been renewed annually. At the same time, Iraq seeks to reduce its dependence on Iranian gas by importing gas from other countries such as Turkmenistan, although this has not been implemented due to some logistical and financial problems.